Here's the uncomfortable truth: society tries to dress up with soft language, therapy speak, and TikTok-level delusion. You only act on what you actually care about, not what you claim to care about, not what you wish you cared about, not what you talk circles around with friends at brunch. Your real priorities are revealed in your behavior, not your beliefs. In 2025, attention is the most valuable currency, delusion is at an all-time high, and everyone wants outcomes without embodying the identity that produces them. But the universe doesn't move on wishes, it moves on care and action. Care is the generative force that shapes your dating life, your relationships, your money, and even your survival instincts. If you want to know what someone cares about, watch where they consistently put their time, energy, and emotional bandwidth. And nothing exposes that reality more brutally than the phrase, "I don't care." Because 99% of the time when someone says, "I don't care," it means, I don't care enough to put in effort. I don't care enough to be held accountable. I don't care enough to face my own patterns. I don't care enough to change. I don't care because caring forces responsibility. I don't care is rarely a statement of peace, it's a confession of avoidance. Let's break it down. Dating, 2025. You don't want love, you want convenience. People scream they want love, but then they show up like they want a DoorDash order of validation. Care is what drives consistency. If you truly care about dating success, you put effort into self-improvement, you learn communication, you choose partners intentionally, you stop playing victim to your own patterns. Most people, though, they care more about the feeling of potential than the reality of connection. I want a real relationship. Yet, they text back every 3 to 6 business days. Expect loyalty after putting in minimum wage effort. Sabotage anything that requires vulnerability. Date people they're not actually compatible with. Swipe like they're shopping for clearance items. It's not that they can't find something real, it's that they don't care enough to do what real requires. Care produces results. Comfort produces excuses. Relationships. Love isn't enough. Care is the currency. Here's the hard truth. Love without care is emotional decoration. People stay in relationships because of comfort, nostalgia, or fear, not care. But when you truly care, care becomes action. You communicate clearly. You maintain emotional presence. You invest effort even when it's inconvenient. You protect the relationship from ego and laziness. You grow, adapt, evolve, because the relationship matters. In 2025, most relationships fail for one reason. They cared about their feelings more than the person. Feelings come and go. Care is demonstrated. Care is chosen. Care is disciplined. You only maintain what you value. Lack of care is always revealed. Attention drops. Effort disappears. Prioritization shifts. Entitlement replaces gratitude. Reality check. If they cared, you would know. If you cared, they'd feel it. Care is the engine. Love is the passenger. Your investment portfolio is a mirror. Your relationship with money exposes your psychological reality more than anything else. People say they care about building wealth, yet their behavior shows otherwise. Overspending on instant dopamine. Zero assets. $0 cost averaging. Watching Netflix instead of studying markets. Crypto FOMO but no actual strategy. I'll start next month. Every month since 2021. You don't build wealth by talking about it. You build wealth by caring enough to act consistently over time. 2025's markets are the most opportunity-rich in history. AI infrastructure, data center expansion, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and other crypto ETFs, sovereign crypto adoption, geopolitical currency shifts, global de-dollarization, tokenization of everything. Care equals commitment. Commitment equals repetition. Repetition equals wealth. People who care enough to pay attention are making moves that will echo for decades. People who don't care. They're still waiting for the perfect time, which is code for, I'm scared to fail, so I pretend not to care. But none of that matters if you're not actually invested, financially, mentally, and behaviorally. And you can say, I don't care about money, but your life exposes the lie. You don't have the freedom you want. You care. You stress over bills. You care. You get jealous seeing others succeed. You care. You want options, choices, time, peace. You absolutely care. If you don't care enough to learn and act, the market doesn't care enough to reward you. Survival. The primal truth. We ignore. At a biological level, care is survival. Humans evolve through what they prioritize. You care about health, you live longer. You care about discipline, you gain capability. You care about mastery, you gain leverage. You care about connection, your life stabilizes. The collapse of care is the collapse of capability. Modern society has traded survival instincts for comfort addictions. Comfort kills quicker than chaos, because when you don't care, you don't act. When you don't act, you decay. Survival is maintenance. Maintenance requires care. Survival is just care expressed physically. Care enough to train, think, prepare, learn, strategize, and adapt. Those who care, thrive. Those who don't, they outsource their survival to people who do. The truth about "I don't care." It's never the truth. It's a shield. Here's the psychological breakdown. I don't care equals avoidance of responsibility. If you admit you care, you have to take action. If you say you don't care, you can justify doing nothing. I don't care equals emotional armor. It protects people from embarrassment, rejection, or failure. I don't care equals low internal urgency. People don't lack desire. They lack identity-level care that produces consistent action. I don't care equals a lie told to avoid accountability. And the universe responds accordingly. Your life will always match the intensity of your care, not the intensity of your excuses. The generative force of reality, 2025 rewarded the people who cared enough to act early. It punished those who lived in fantasy and procrastination. Here's the ultimate truth. Care is the cause. Reality is the effect. Your outcomes are the shadow cast by your priorities. You only date who you care to attract. Keep the relationship you care to maintain. Build the wealth you care to commit to. Become the person you care enough to discipline. Survive the challenges you care enough to prepare for. Everything else is noise. The world runs on action. Action runs on care. Care creates reality. Apathy generates consequences. If you want a better reality, upgrade what and who you actually care about. Not the fantasy. Not the idea. Not the performance. The truth. If you want different outcomes, you don't need motivation. You need higher quality care. Because once you truly care, you move, you act, you improve, you commit, you build, you evolve, you become unrecognizable. Care is the generator. Reality is the projection. Peace